to master it again, okay? Clear? 2, 3. Okay, so today we will take a look on comparison. Comparison is a very, very important lesson in languages كامل. كما قلنا we can't talk any language without mastering the comparison. وقبل ما لاحظتوا هضرنا على الادجectives and because the adjective is more important. شنو قلنا على the adjective? It gives what? The adjective gives what? More details to the sentence. The adjective gives more details to the sentence. For example, ملي غنقول لكم انايا مثلا التقيت كريم. اوكي؟ كريم ما عطيتوش حتى شي صفه. اوكي؟ لكن ملي كنقول كريم مثلا الذي ونعطيه صفه. او for example I have a cat. عندي cat as a pet. I have a cat as a pet. يعني pet هو pet. هو animal domestic اللي هو an animal that I can have it at home ولكن adopt it. انتبه ماشي نتمنى ولكن المهم اش كنقول بالعربية؟ نربي. نربي. هي نربي بالدارجة ديالنا، اوكي؟ So a pet and I can have different animals as a pet. For example, I can have cats, dogs. Who has a cat? Who has a dog as a pet? At home? أحلام. اسمع برافو عليك. A dog? Dog? Good. Okay, anyway. Who has another animal as a pet?
Cat.
Cat.
I have 5 cats.
5? 5 cats?
5, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the kingdom of cats, okay? The kingdom of cats. Yes, more than this. Even if you have a dinosaur, if the dinosaur exists and you have it at home, it's a pet. And a pet, المصطلح ديال pet هو حيوان دوميستيك عندك في الدار. Clear? So, pets. Dogs, even in the United States, that there are people that they have spiders as a pet, snails, okay, birds, yes, also a pet, okay. Anyway, so pets. For example, I have a cat at home. This is a sentence, okay. So if I say I have a black cat at home, white cat at home, or grey cat at home, or let's say I have a cute cat at home, so let's look at the adjective. When I add the adjective, I add more details to the sentence. أنا غتفهم بأن the cat that you have at home, the pet that you have at home is a cat and also is white, or black, or grey. Or for example, I have a naughty cat at home. What is naughty? Naughty? A naughty cat. ولا نوتي بوي مثلا نقول لك نوتي اذا كان صغير نوتي هو مشاكس. لا العكس ديال لطيف العكس. نوتي هو مشاكس. اوكي نوتي اللي فيه الشغف مشاغب. كلير. سو هذا نوتي كات ات هوم هنا كتحسب بان عندك كات اللي هي فيها مشاغبه ما كامل اللي كتسال. اوكي you have the case maybe you have naughty cats.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so cats هما مشاغبين. Clear. Very good. So the adjective is gonna add more details to the sentence. If I compare two things, for example, إذا قلنا مثلا compare cat and dogs. Compare between the cat and the dog. واش نقدروا نقارنوا بيناتهم إلا ما عطيتكمش الادجكتيف. من ناحية اش؟ السؤال الأولاني غتقول لي yes I would like to compare the cat and the dog ولكن in terms of what? In terms of what? So if I tell you in terms of what, so now you can compare with them. So the comparison عمرها كتكون without adjectives. So we compare things, objects, elements كاملين, human being, animals, plants and so on. ولكن in terms of what? Adjective. Then I can't compare without comparing with adjectives. لأن adjectives هما أداة المقارنة. So that's why we have the comparison. We compare with the adjectives, and we have two types of comparison. The first type is what? The comparative type one. Better. In the case of comparing two elements, هنا حددنا elements وما قلناش persons, objects and so on لأن نقدروا نقارنوا حيوانات أو لحيوان وإنسان أو لنبات أو لobject and so on. So in the case of comparing two elements كما بغاو يكونوا, we have two cases, exceptions. The exception number one, we have for short adjective. short adjective and the second one is for long adjective. What is short adjective and long adjective? شكون اللي عطاها هاد الخصوصية ديال قصير أو لا طويل؟ هو syllables. The number of syllables consists, for example, the verb if the adjective if it consists of one or two syllables, so هناك يتسمى short one. If it consists then more than two syllables هنا كنسميوه a long adjective. For example, واش غادي نقولوا مثلا نيت عندنا short هذه short. Is this a long one or short one? Short. So هنا two syllables. Big. Short one, so one syllable. For example, I say small. So two syllables. So داخل فاش a short adjective. إذا مشينا قلنا مثلا beautiful. Three syllables, so this one is a long one. Okay, عرفنا a long adjective with a long one. Okay, short one and a long one. Okay, so in the case of a short adjective, what we do? This is the rule. C1 هو المقارنة الأول plus adjective plus ER plus then plus C2. Clear? So example, Ahmed is cleverer than Muhammad. What is clever? This is the adjective. Smart, genius, or intelligent. Very good. So what's عندي هنا clever? This is the adjective. Is this a short one or a long one? Short. Clever. Two syllables. So cleverer. Okay. Cleverer. Then وما ننساش then لأن عندي فاش في الرول. ER plus then. Okay. وهذا يتسمى the comparative. لأن عندي clever, the adjective clever, the comparative of clever is cleverer. Clear? Okay. So in the case of two short, long one, longer adjectives. So I have the rule. So C1 plus more plus adjective plus then plus C2. So for example, reading is more interesting than watching movies. So interesting as an adjective. Interesting consists of what? Consists of more than two syllables. ما نقدروش نقول ليها interesting. شو كي غتولي عندي interesting كتولي ثقيلة. Okay, so that's why we do not add the ER. We do not consider it as the first case, but it is the second case هنايا, and it is what comparative ولكن باش more. Okay, so more in reading is more interesting than watching movies. What do you think about this? Do you like reading and watching movies? Watching movies, they know 100%. Zero.
Reading too.
Reading, yes. What is the difference between reading? For example, let's take one story that we have it at home. We have it at a movie. So the same story in the book and the same story we have it in the movie, animated in the movie. What do you like? For example, say the Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, or for example, let's say Harry Potter, for example. We have a book, we have the books, okay, and we have the movies.
When we read, we can imagine.
When reading, we can imagine, but when the film is the movie or the story is animated, so there we have already scenes, ready scenes. So what do you think? Imagine or just watching already scenes?
I like imagine.
Imagining, Zaid.
We can't imagine if we watch a movie.
Oh no.
You can.
You'll be limited. The imagination in here. How, Mary? I know that you are good. I know you have a good sense of imagination. I know that.
She can imagine the end of the movie.
The end, if it is not clear, you will just add the. Okay, no, it's not in case. So let's consider that the movie is completed without any problem. So if you read the book, that would be better than. احنا استعملنا هذا الكومباريزون ولكن better so فاش جوج الحالات. Okay, short بها وعندنا two things in reading reading and watching. So will be better than watching or not? When you use the imagination, this is your own imagination. And if I watch this, if I read the same story, I could have my own imagination. Your imagination with mine, right, it could be different. And you can imagine the scenes or the story differently.
Yeah,
Yes.
and when you have to like do a comparison with watching and reading, you see that there is a lot of scene that it's not like in the book.
Yes, of course, because natural. This is another thing, and we have this also in manga. That means manga. People that they read the manga, okay, so we are different between the people that they watch the animated actions or scene. Yes, actually it's the censor. What is the censor? Raqaba. Okay? Sometimes the writer, because the writer has the right to write everything, copying his imagination. He copies the imagination here, and he could have the right to do whatever he wants. But when you animate the scene, so now we have a problem. So the movie هنا كاينه واحد اللجنه كتسمى الرقابه لا سمعتو ولا المقص سواء كتحط ولكن كيقول لك هذه دار هذه ما دارش. So the same thing. Writing, you can write whatever you want. But when you like to film it, so now it's a different case. That's why. And you can imagine more than, so now you have a different imagination, yours and mine, and so on. Okay? But the movie now, okay, the director, okay, they choose what the scenes. He choose for you. Okay? This is the scene. You don't have a right to the right to imagine.
You can't develop it.
Develop it like what? You watch and imagine. Okay, so بوحدك. Okay, very good. But okay, yes, you can compare yours with the director's vision. Okay, anyway, so good. Reading is more interesting than watching movies. Okay, now let's accept it as it is. So let's focus on the grammatical structure of the example. Okay, so any question here? So in the case of comparing two elements, كما بغاو يكونوا short and a longer, and these are examples. Good? We pass? Anyway, so type number 2 with the superlative. Superlative, what is it? So in the case of comparing between two elements or more. Between more than two elements. Between more than two elements. Yeah, the same thing. I have two cases, the for and long adjectives and short adjectives. The rule, C1 plus the plus adjective plus est plus the comparing elements. With the comparing elements, شنو هما أنا قايل عندي CN. What is N? N في الماتيماتيك يعني حنا ما كنحدوش حيت نقدر نحدد. For example, I compare C1 with C2 and C3. أو لا, I can compare it with C1 and CN. Okay? نقدر نخليه هنايا. يعني نقدر نقارن أحمد مع محمد وأحلام مثلا. Okay? أو لا نقدر نقارن أحمد مع جميع تلاميذ القسم. أو لا مع جميع الرجال في العالم. Clear? Anyway, so example here, the blue whale is the biggest animal. If we follow the rule, so the blue whale is the biggest animal. What is the blue whale? The blue whale is الحوت. So the whale هو الحوت. Blue whale هو الحوت الأزرق واحد من نوع فيه. Not all the whales are bigger. Just the blue whale حيت عندنا حوت آخر ولكن ماشي حوت هو ديبالين محسوب ديبالين ولكن ماشي كبار. Okay, but the blue whale it's in the top. Okay, he's the biggest one. Okay, so the blue whale is the biggest animal in the world. نقدر نحددها in the world, in the universe, in the oceans. نقدر نحدد أو نقدر ما نحددش. ندير غير 4.6 animal أو لا نقدر ما نكتبش من حتى animal. نقدر نكتب the blue whale is the biggest. وهنا I will understand that when you choose this structure, I understand that you need to compare the blue whale here, see what, with more than two elements. Clear? Okay, so in the case of long adjective, تجمع عندنا more than 2 syllables. So C1 plus the plus most. إلا هنا درنا more وما قدرناش نديرو interested like this. حتى هنا ما كنقولوش interest. No, كنزيدو most. إلا قدرنا نزيدو هنا more هنا كنزيدو most when we would like to compare between more than 2 elements. The most important thing in life is a family. Important هو اللي adjective ما نقدرش نقول ليه importantest. لا كنقول more important. Okay, so the most important thing in the life is family. Do you agree with this statement?
Yes.
Of course, family is very important. This is the pirates أحلى أسماء. The pirate that focused on family doesn't like treasures. He doesn't let's say he doesn't sail for treasures. In one piece. He looks for just family. And he died for family.
Washbird.
The white bird, bravo عليك, okay? سميتو Edward Newgate, very good. Edward Newgate with a white bird with the long mustache. Clear, so he's looking for just a family. So he's a pirate, it's a character, okay, in the anime, okay, so he's looking just for, he sails, sail, what does it mean to sail? navigate, يعني أو حارة وبحيران، sail, sailing، كان واحد discreet mind, sailing, okay, yes, to sail هو أنا أبحر يبحر, okay. He sails just for the family, not for the treasures. On the pirate, we know that the pirate they are looking for treasures, clear. But this is the character just looking for family. He has a big team, yes, behind him, and they are just sailing to have more partners to add them to this is the most philosophical character in Japanese anime. I like this character, and when he died in the anime, I don't like that. Okay. Anyway, so because I respect such kind of characters. The family is very important. The family is the power. Clear? Anyway, so the most important thing in the life is the family. Clear, حدنا? Okay. Yeah, I need you to give me your examples. In this case, in 4 cases, So, in the case of comparing the comparative short and long adjective and superlative short and long adjective, we'll say this. Yeah, 4 examples. Example here. يلا come on. يلا يسا.
Amin is faster than Ikram in distribution.
Amin is this is a real case, bravo. Okay. So Amin is faster than Ikram in distributing. Distributing cakes, okay? So we have cakes to distribute. Okay. So Amin is faster than Ikram. Okay. إلا خلينا Ikram هي اللي بدأوا بها. So she is slower than Amin. She's slower than Amin in distributing cakes. Very good. Yes. The second one. With the long adjective. Sorry, long adjective or more than 2 syllables. Come on. شفنا. Beautiful, interesting, liberating. Handsome. Yes.
Hanan is more smart than Nahil.
Okay, so Nahama is smart. Look at it, smart. Smart is short or long? Smart كيدخل لنا في short adjective. So smart غنديرو حنان is smarter. ما نحتاجوش نديرو more. علاش؟ حيت smart كنقدروا نزيدو لها ER. قصير ماشي طويل. So smarter than anyone. Yes, نبغي long adjective. Beautiful. يلا خذوا لي beautiful. A sentence in beautiful. Yes. Hanan. Okay, so Hanan, yes, now it's correct. Hanan is more beautiful than Nuhayla. Okay, ما معناش Very good. Okay. So Hannah is more beautiful than Nuhayra. Okay, clear. Yes. Short adjective and superlative. يعني compare an element with a lot of elements, more than 2 elements. Yes, him.
Casablanca is the biggest city in
Okay, هنا ما تديرش لي التعريف الأولى. Casablanca. Okay. Casablanca is مالها.
is the biggest city in Morocco.
Very good. Casablanca is the biggest city in Morocco. Yes.
The cat is the cutest animal.
Very good. Cat is the cutest animal. This is your vision. Okay. I'm a racist. Okay. Anyway, so I don't like cat by the way. Yeah? This is the problem. Okay, so cat is the cutest. Yes. The naughtiest. Yes.
And lazy.
And the laziest. Bravo عليك. Lazy. Two syllables. So the lazy. Our example. Come on. Cat is the laziest. Do you agree with that? The cat is laziest animal.
There is cats that it's lazy, but there is
Okay.
another ones.
Okay, so and then there are cars that they are not lazy. Okay, and some of them are lazy. So anyway, so for me, cats are cats. Okay, so cats they are lazy, and I don't like cats. No, I do not hate cats, but I do not like cats. Okay, so with a long adjective. Yes.
English is the most spoken language in the world.
Spoken. So 3 adjectives, 3 syllables. So the most spoken language in the world. Yes, that's right. Yes, it's it. Another adjective. Compare one element with 2 or more. Yes, Miriam.
My little sister is creative. Is the creative one.
Creative. This is an adjective, a long one.
Visual.
وعودي ليا. My شوف هذه little. شوف راح تكتب اوكي. My little sister مالها؟
Is creative.
is creative. وهي تتقربي هي معك سوا. أعطي لي الأولى.
للمقارنة.
يلا زيد.
My little sister
yes, one is مالها؟
is the most creative one in my
family.
family.
Bravo عليك. So nice, correct. So the most creative girl in the family. Yes.
واحد كتب هنايا حسن. 2 mosque is the largest of Morocco's mosques.
Okay, Hassan Mosque. Okay, yes, is the largest. A large. Okay, large, big. It's a synonym of big. Large. 1 syllable. Yes, very good. 1 syllable. So large. Sorry, 2 syllables. So شنو عندي هنايا؟ داخل في short adjectives. داخل short adjectives. So is the largest mosque in the world in Africa. Okay, so غير أنا عندي تحفظ. So mosque. Try to do not translate this kind of words. Masjid. This is our own word. So هما اللي ياخذوها كما ديالنا كما احنا اللي تناخذوا ديالهم كنحطوهم بالصين. So مسجد مكة رمضان. So رمضان ما نقولوش the fasting month. شهر الصيام نترجموها كما the fasting month. لا رمضان and they take it as it is. So مسجد حسن the second وما نقولوش حسن 2 نقولوا حسن the second لأنه ماشي حسن رقم 2 لا حسن الثاني. So حسن the second is the حسن the second masjid is the largest masjid in Africa in the world. Very good. Yes. يلا عطينا the last one and let's finish the course. The last one in more than elements and with a long adjective اللي more than 2 syllables. خذ beautiful, handsome, interesting, creative, positive. يلا.
The most handsome teacher in
Handsome. Okay, so the most handsome teacher.
in Casey is
In Casey, in Casey, ضروري سواء in Casey, okay, على الأقل at least in Casey. I waited صراحة I waited in the world, Morocco. Okay, in Casey, no, it's not good. Okay, it's not enough. Yes, very good. This is okay. Yes, this is called example. Sally with yes, handy. So the most handsome. Then handsome, it's an adjective. Handsome, هو اللي كنقولوا a handsome boy, a beautiful girl. Clear? So a handsome, the most handsome man or boy in Casey. Okay. Thank you very much for your interest. Interesting. Do you have a question? No question. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you for your attention and see you soon next time.